You're listening to Clare FM and the afternoon show. Gavin Grace with you this lunchtime, and we're going to speak now with a man, and indeed some others as well, but we've met Mick O'Loughlin from the Rowan Community Playgroup before. He's the course coordinator for Magic of the Silver Screen, and as you heard, there's cinematic talents, and perhaps Rowan can make a claim to be the Hollywood of Clare, Mick, because not for the first time, but
it's true. Yeah,
you're working on a film. And tell us about your latest project that just finished, I believe.
I guess the latest project that's we're having we made two films this time out. The younger guys made a film called Animals versus Hunters. It's a short 3 to 5 minute film that tells the story of animals taking on hunters to try to trap them. And along with that, with the older ones, I kind of wanted to change around for making film with them and look at the whole idea of looking into documentaries. So with a few meetings and a few things taken together, we decided to come up with the idea of doing an interview on Rowan and what Rowan is like to live in, and I guess we covered the kind of elements of history, farming, schooling, and wildlife and / the tidy towns kind of
all through the eyes of the children as well.
And we call it Rowan through the eyes of the children, which is kind of a play on words, because the guys who are children age from kind of 10 to the 13 bracket interviewed people who, let's say, will be a lot older, and it's kind of a play on the whole idea of no matter how old you are, I suppose you're still a child of Rowan if you've lived there all your life. So
now, for people who've never done it, to even as a group of adults to go and make a half-hour documentary or even a 3 to 5 minute short film is a very big undertaking in terms of technology, in terms of time and things like that. I don't know if it's easier or harder with children, but maybe outline kind of the amount of work that's gone into what you'll be showing on Friday.
Yeah, I guess for me, I've always been of the belief that the greatest filmmakers in the world, of Martin Scorsese to Steven Spielberg's, they all have child's minds, because you must to be involved in this kind of industry. And I personally find children so much better to work with, because there's no boundaries. Do you know what I mean? The children will come out and say as it is and do what it is. So I mean, the guys that made the documentary, they decided who we were going to interview, because right from the beginning I do make it out that I wanted to be their film and not my film, because mine would be a complete different kind of take on things. So they decided who to interview, with a bit of tweaking they come up with the questions as to what they were going to ask, where they were going to interview them. They organised the release forms for people to be a part of it, the locations as to where we were going to do. I mean, right down to the supporting footage, everything was literally decided by the lads who took the course, and it really went well. I mean, there was a lot of work went into the editing side of it, but sure, that's the joys of it, do you know what I mean? But however, I mean, and they would, in all fairness, be doing that kind of complete editing side, everything in this film. It's just we don't have the facilities to kind of have everybody work on the kind of computer side of things. So, but apart from that, they've done every single thing here.
Fair play to them. Anyway, I was going to say your job is made a bit easier. So, but
well, I mean, this time out, because what we've done this time is I've kind of opened up where the guys now are going to organise the premiere night themselves as well. So I mean, down to Leanne has organised hiring, getting the hall organised, and there's going to be guys on the door doing the kind of the take on the door. There's going to be guys taking names for people to volunteer, because we're hoping all the proceeds from the night is going to go towards setting our first film society, putting it in place. Now we have a small team together, so it will happen this time. It was promised last time, but this time I think it will work.
Well, I'm going to talk now as well, not just we'll come back to Mick in a second, but I'm also joined in studio by a number of the young people who've taken part in this project, shall we say. And first of all, I'm going to speak with Daniel O'Sullivan. And Daniel, what exactly would you have done in this?
I was director and producer of one of the groups that one of the people we interviewed.
Okay.
And I was the one who decided where to put the camera and
all the directing jobs.
Yes.
And who were you interviewing? Which segment of the film was your brainchild?
Interviewing Christy O'Connor. He's my neighbour, and he just said, yeah, he'll do it. So.
And why did you decide to interview Christy?
Because he has lived in Rowan a lot of his life, and he knows a lot of the basics, and he's a farmer, so we were trying to get the farming of Rowan.
And with people like Christy and everybody else that you've interviewed, it's, well, obviously the children are working on it, but the whole community have come together and kind of made this documentary about themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Your sister Aveen joins us in studio as well. Aveen, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
And tell me, what did you do?
I was the camera for interviewing Murty Kelly, and I was also the director of the whole thing for like putting together all of the for like the in between parts between
Sure.
The link ups.
The kind of, yes, the kind of the footage we see as people are talking in the background, kind of
We also just to mention, we had a guy presenting the show, and that's what Aveen is alluding to there, that she was the one to come together with what the links were going to be into each interview, and Niall, who took a kind of a role in the Chocolate Wars, presented it and done a fine job, I have to say. You know.
And Aveen, tell me, did you enjoy taking part? Has it ever been something that you've tried before?
Well, it's never been something I've tried before, but I did enjoy it, and it would be something I'd like to do again as well. So,
Is it something you'd like to do when you're all grown up and working like the rest of us?
I don't know. Really.
For now, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're also joined in studio too by Shane Punch. Shane, what was your role in all of this?
I was director for the Murty Kelly's group, and I was the overall cameraman.
Okay. And when we see these cameras and we imagine film cameras, they're big and they've got lots of buttons and stuff. Are they difficult to operate?
I don't know, because we didn't use them types of cameras. We only used small cameras.
But even then, you know, there still can be. You still have to know what you're doing and stuff. But you clearly got used to it anyway.
Yeah, you still know how to record and
Sure.
turn it on and stuff.
And tell me, have you seen much of the film so far? I know it's going to be screened on Friday, but have you seen little bits of it?
I've seen a couple of the interviews, but not all the.
I was going to say, are you happy with your work? When people come along to see it at the screening on Friday, do you think they'll be impressed?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, Mick O'Loughlin, I mean, obviously, you know, there is a lot of work that goes into this, and it is a community effort, and I'm sure people are going to very much enjoy seeing it on Friday as well. What exactly are the plans?
Well, we're actually going to do. We have kind of billed it as being a double bill, but like as I said, the lads are organising the premiere, so we've had kind of production meetings around the whole idea of who's going to do what on the premiere night, and we took the decision we're going to show Chocolate Wars again. Great. Just because a lot of people have asked. So I mean, the rundown of tonight is basically we're going to have showed 3 films: Chocolate Wars, Animals versus Hunters, and Rowan Through the Eyes of Its Children. We'll have like an award ceremony for the children. They all receive an award for participating in the course, and we might also have 1 or 2 of the new students of the course that started back this week have put their hand up to play some music for us on the night. So it's going to be an eventful night, and then we'll have like a meet and greet where there'll be tea and coffee and refreshments. Again, from a community point of view, a lot of people have opted to say they'll bring along a cake. So it's beautiful to see, I have to say. Yeah, it'll
be a night for people who enjoy the cinema and maybe enjoy having the sweets at the cinema too. You'll be coming close to supplying that as well. Clearly, though, the community have come into this though, and that really impresses me a lot.
I mean, even down to in Animals versus Hunters, we built like a 6 foot by 6 foot, I suppose, by 5 foot square hazel rod animal hut. And like, I mean, again, Christy O'Connor allowed us to go onto his land and take all the hazel rod and bin it up, and the local school in Rowan has allowed, like, nearly destroyed one side of the house, one side of the back of the school with what we done. And yeah, I mean, it really is. It's gaining so much momentum from Chocolate Wars, which is it's pretty kind of cool. Like, you know what I mean? It's to see what feedback you're getting is all good. Like,
what time do proceedings kick off on Friday?
Well, we're kicking off from 7 o'clock, but actually probably won't start about 7:30 or thereabouts. But the doors, as I say, will be open from 7, and we hope to finish about 9:30.
An Irish 7.
Yeah, an Irish-ish 7.
And this is in the community hall in Rowan.
Community hall in Rowan, just beside the church there.
Absolutely. So. And we wish you all the best. It's a £5 in for adults. Kids get in free, but as you heard, all the proceeds going to setting up the new Film Society. And as you heard, there's some great work ongoing. And guys, in particular, you lads are the stars. So make sure that when people come in, you let them know that and get the praise that you deserve. And thanks for coming into us one and all this afternoon. Cheers.
Thank you.
You're listening to Clare FM and the afternoon show. Up next, how Clare businesses are being urged to show their innovative side and beekeeping across the banner. Do stay tuned.
The afternoon show on Clare FM with Gavin Grace.